Doctor. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of The Kim Jacobs Show. Be sure to subscribe to The Kim Jacobs Show right on YouTube. Turn on your notification bell to all so you never miss a beat. And guess what? Every time you watch, you're going to receive a real relevant and relatable guest that's going to share with you a piece of the puzzle on this journey called life that will help you be able to manage just a little bit smoother. At the end of the day, the Kim Jacobs Show goal is to be able to provide balance to the world, one household at a time.
Kim Jacobs Show. You're watching Kim Jacobs Show.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of the Kim Jacobs Show. How are you today, Anisha?
I am good. I'm excited to be here as always.
I'm excited to have you here as always. You are a blessing every single time you grace this platform. So thank you for taking time today. Listen, everybody, we are talking today about business fun. You tell us what we're talking about, Anisha, because I want to make sure I don't say it wrong.
I really want to talk about business credit, the importance of it, all that good stuff. But today, I just want to give some simple steps that an entrepreneur can take to raise their business credit scores, because a lot of people aren't utilizing. A lot of people think that they are building credit and they aren't, or they think they're doing the right thing and are skipping steps. So I want to kind of give some tools that somebody can take away from today's show.
That's so good, because I think that if we can know and go back to the basics from a business, these are the things that you have to have in place in order to ever have a chance of increasing your credit score from a business perspective. I think that just changes everything. So I'm looking forward to that. Listen, everybody, make sure you share this broadcast and let people know that we are here. Go ahead and tag your friends. Let us know where you're visiting in from, because we like to be able to pop your questions, your comments right up on the screen. And many times people have some great questions. And right here on the screen live, Anisha typically will answer them. So let's make sure, I'm trying to make sure I put this over here. Anisha, yeah, this is going to be real good, y'all. So go ahead, take a moment. And normally, you know what I do is I immediately go to a commercial or something. But for just a minute, I'm going to take a moment for us to literally tag some people and get a chance to invite them into this broadcast. So we're going to do a brief countdown and we'll come right back with hopefully even more of you and your friends tuning in. We'll be right back. Don't you think that's good, Anisha?
I think that's really good. Somebody,
I know I want to tag people too. Have you ever wanted to tag people and you're like, dog, I can't tag people because I'm in the middle of doing this.
You don't want to miss information. So if we give them some time, they won't have to miss anything.
That's right. All right, everybody go ahead and tag your friends and share the broadcast. And we are back. We're back. And yes, I hope that you all have done exactly what we did, which sometimes I want to tag people too, right? And I'm like, you know what? And you can't tag people until you're live. You notice how that works, right, Anisha?
Right, right,
So it's
right.
like, this is crazy. I want to tag everybody beforehand, but you can't do it until you're live. So now, everybody, we're talking with one of the owners of In the Moment 101 Financial Group. Talk to us about your organization. You and Jarday are just a joy to work with, but talk to us a little bit about you guys.
Yes, yes. I also have some exciting news I want to share with you
Okay.
as well in your audience. So I am one of the co-founders for In the Moment Financial Services. I am the credit expert, both personal credit and business credit. Jarday is my partner. She does all things tax-wise as well as doing bookkeeping. We are really there for the small business entrepreneur. We want to be able to be a one-stop shop. And a lot of times people are like, how do I build business credit? How do I, make sure I'm getting all my tax deductions that I'm supposed to have? How do I do so many different things? And we are here to guide you in service, and we have a wonderful team. But let me share some exciting news. I did put it in the chat for you as well, Kim.
Okay.
But I now have a secondary company called Manifest More Consulting, and you will be hearing so much more about that. There is a website to it as well. And there is a phone number to that as well, and building a team over there where this call is really all about. And the reason why I say that is because at Manifest More Consulting, we literally are diving into personal credit, business credit, but also the funding piece of it. We now can take our clients and not just get them to build great scores and learn about how to look and view their credit profiles, both personal and business, but now we can get you funded for personal things that you're going through, but also for your business. Most companies don't fund you. They might be able to help you build your credit, but how can just to know that you can walk away knowing that you'll have the capital you need. It doesn't matter. It's for your shisha, your office, just for expenses, for product, or what payroll, whatever the case may be. We are going to work with you to get you funded, not just a good credit score, but funded, capital, cash at hand for you guys to use. So I'm super, super excited to just introduce to the world Manifest More Consultant, and that's at www.manifestmoreconsultant.com as well.
I'm going there. I'm going there.
Absolutely,
Wait a minute.
absolutely.
So I'm going to
love with everything that we are offering from there, and we have a bunch of affiliates as well there, so that way you guys are going to get the resources. And this is really a Christian-based firm to help those entrepreneurs take it from a small business to a big business. And I'm excited to say on that website, they can see all about my story of how I went from Section 8 to commercial real estate, and the story that I was able to place in our anthology as well. They'll be able to place their orders there as well. So we also have on that page that you're on, if everybody heads there now, you can get a free ebook for personal credit and or one for business credit, guys. And it gives a lot of information. It's absolutely free for right now. I don't know how long my team is going to leave it up there to be free.
I'm definitely getting mine.
Those books, you can get those things downloaded for free and have it for a lifetime, which they definitely are going to be sold for $100+ on its own. So get that information. All my webinars, all the things, including this show and everything like that, is on the website as well for you guys to get the information. The reviews are up there. They're outstanding. There's so many. If you need me for a speaking engagement, you can do so many things with this site. So I'm super, super excited to introduce you and to be sharing the information on the Kim Jacobs show. Okay.
I'm so grateful that you shared that. Listen, everybody, listen, this is some great stuff. You do not want to miss this new release that just happened here. Go today to get a free ebook of 2 different books that are valued at $100 or over, filled with so many nuggets and key content for you all, and she's offering it to you free. We'll go back to that site again just to show you where you can click for your ebook. Again, when you visit this site, manifestmoreconsulting.com. The phone number is 877-234-1406. And you can also follow Inacia on social media at Inacia Bradshaw. So, Inacia, when we come back from this commercial break, hey, Clarissa, how are you? So glad to see you today. Now, when we come back from this commercial break, I'd like for you to start breaking down some points.
Will.
One question that I have, that anybody else ask your own questions, okay? And I'll just pop your direct questions on the screen. But I wanted to ask more like about Dun and Bradstreet and how important that is. Are you going to talk about that today?
Yeah, we're going to be talking about all those little areas. Really, this is for my entrepreneurs out here. This is for the people who started businesses, hasn't started yet. And I always give away a little something for your audience. So I have something amazing for the end. So I hope everybody stays on for that.
Okay, so listen, all entrepreneurs, any entrepreneur that you consider a buddy of yours, don't let them miss this broadcast. Share this broadcast to all entrepreneurs now. We'll be right back right after this commercial break, and we're going to start deep diving with Inacia Bradshaw. Wow. All right.
My father had 4 of his fingers amputated in a workplace accident. It was the first injured individual I represented, and I knew I had to win that case. When someone walks into my office and they've been injured, I know what they're going through. If you've been injured at work with Hunter and Everett. We've got the experience, so let us help you.
Yes, definitely let Hunter Everett Law Firm help you. If you're dealing with disability, with personal injury, with workers' compensation, give them a call. They're in multiple areas throughout the country. So don't just assume just because you're seeing a Charlotte number that they're only in the Charlotte area. Reach out to them and let them know that the Kim Jacobs Show sent you their way. 704-377-9157. All right. So talk to us, Inacia.
Absolutely. So just to, like I said, I want to kind of dive into this and just give you some simple steps that any entrepreneur, whether you're starting or you've been in for a long time, can take to raise their business credit scores. A lot of people don't realize, they think that, oh, I've been building my credit for this long. That's not how it's worked. Maybe I'll bust your bubble a little bit with some myths and everything like that. I will be respectful of time. But first, we need to understand that these scores, when it comes to business credit, are going to be in your business name. There's ways that you can get business credit where it's attached to your social security number. And then there's ways where it only has to be attached to your employee identification number, which is the EIN number. So it's important. If you guys are in business, I don't care if you have a 1099, right? You're working in network marketing, whatever the case may be, get a business name. It can be even under your name. You can now make it have an EIN number. But the EIN number is so important. It's like a social security number for your business. So that way you can start building business credit outside of your social security number. And I show people, my clients, how to do all of it, because I want you to be able to access all the money that your heart desires for your business, because a lot of us have some really big dreams and really big goals that we're passionate about. So these scores are just literally in your business name, and a business builds its own credit profile and credit score aside from your personal credit. That is something that a lot of people aren't leveraging. And then the business will then, once you do that, will qualify for greater credit, meaning more fundability, more loans, more capital. So this measures the business ability to pay for things and loans, and not the owner's ability. So yes, while I'm an owner of these 2 amazing companies, as well as an event space and rental units, well, if I do these things in my business's name, I now have capital there, but I'm also showing the ability that my business can pay for this by getting a better business credit score. And a big difference here, guys, is going to be a lot of big differences when it comes to your personal credit and your business credit. Personal credit, you can score anywhere, from basically 0, I'll say 300 to 850, right? But when it comes to business credit, it ranges from 0 to 100. It's not a lot of wiggle room there, right? With your business. And we want to make sure that you are doing the right things to make the biggest impact on your credit. So another myth that most people have is, once I go in business, I'm using different things, I'm building my business credit, as if it's automatic. Business credit is not automatic. Okay?
Let's say that again, because you talk fast. So Inacia,
I apologize.
So we're gonna I'm gonna pause you for a couple of times and say, like, when you're preaching and you're teaching the word, it's like,
absolutely,
say that again. Go ahead and say that again.
Your business credit score isn't automatic. You don't just start building it the moment that you have an EIN number. You have to do things for it to build. Okay. So I do have clients that come to me, been in business, 12 years, 20 plus years, and have no business credit at all, unfortunately. So it's not automatic like so unlike consumer credit, so your personal credit score, where you have to apply for things is built and it just attaches itself. That's not necessarily how it works with your business credit. You can get an EIN number from the IRS website. I know a lot of companies are going to be mad at me because I'm giving you away this information, but you literally go to the IRS website and get an EIN number. It's free. So anybody who's like, I didn't get an EIN number yet or anything, you're messing stuff up. It's free. You can absolutely go and do it, and it does not take long. Absolutely, when you apply for it, you'll actually get a PDF that you can print out, save, whatever, that you're going to want to save because that's your new social security number for your business. You now have that at your fingertips right away. Right. And you're going to need that when you're opening up a bank account, all these different things. And we'll talk about that on another call because I really want to give this advice, though.
Wait, because you just said something though about opening up a business account and business name and things of that nature with the EIN number. Why is it that then people do still check your personal credit to open that business account? Because that still happens.
You have to realize if your business is new, right? They want to say like, and you haven't made any money in your business, you're not doing anything. They will, two reasons it can be that they're checking your personal credit. One, that means you're becoming a PG, which is a personal guarantor. So kind of like a cosigner, right? If you ever cosign for a car or a loan or anything,
right?
You're saying that if your business can't pay, you're going to pay, right? That's one reason. Another reason may be that they're just checking your score because you don't have any score going with your business. You want to be careful of the two because if you're building business credit, the best way how you're moving forward is that you do not want to attach your social security number to your business at all. So you want to have someone like myself that you sit down with that can tell you, these are the loans, these are the credit cards you want to apply that do not ask for that information, or you can void out that information even though they're asking for it and they will only use your business credit.
That's good. So you teach, according to what you're saying, you teach in your program how to only be able to provide your business credit information.
I teach
not
always because I want you to be an educated entrepreneur. I need you to know how to access money, whether it's tied to your social without. Right. My advice is always to make sure that you try to do it without being attached to your social security number.
That's good. Okay.
Yeah. So I teach you all the ways. Right. And then the other step, after you get your EIN number from the IRS website, you can literally get a DUNS number, which is from Duns and Bradstreet, and it arrives in a matter of a few weeks. This stuff does not have to take long. It's just that we procrastinate. We get paralysis where we're just researching information. I got to find this out. Got to find that. I'm giving you the tools you need. And then you're going to create payments that report to Duns and Bradstreet, Business Experience, Business Equifax, all that good stuff. So that way you can then have 3 separate payment experiences. Okay. I won't get into too many details with that because what'll happen is you can book a consultation with me through the website, and I'm going to take each person through what those accounts look like that you want, those net 30 accounts, and what tiers you're going to build from, because it's really important to build the foundation. You want to have a good foundation. A lot of times I find companies, like I said, have been open for years. They don't have a good foundation. They didn't start their business right. They put themselves in a high-risk industry, all that good stuff, which is why I want to work with so many entrepreneurs. I don't care if you're new, old at this. We can fix whatever problems went on before, or we can make sure you're on the right foot so we can build it faster, okay? But that DMB starts tracking your business financial activity, and that's how you get your payback score. That is.
So let me ask a question about the Dun & Bradstreet. Is it just that they Google? I know how to get I already have these things, but I'm trying to make sure that people that are watching today's episode, as they're balancing life, trying to become a new entrepreneur, or maybe even already an established entrepreneur, but really still using all of our personal credit information to be able to build our business credit. And that's not the way to do it. So Dun & Bradstreet, how do you recommend that people go and just get their Dun & Bradstreet number?
You literally can go to their website, Google it, look it up, go to their website, and it'll take you through the steps. You can't really mess up. The only thing I'm going to tell you is a secret is that you make sure all your information matches whatever you have with the IRS, the Secretary of State, all that good stuff. You want to make sure it matches there as well.
Okay.
If you have LLC behind your name, put LLC and then, put as much information there so it can match up.
And is it dnb.com? Because that's the other thing I wanted to ask, is because there are so many different companies and ads and stuff like that are out there that try to get you to purchase things. Do you recommend that people purchase things from the Dun & Bradstreet? Or
I'm not a big fan of that, because you have to think that all these credit bureaus, different things, these are all private companies. Nothing's ran by the government or anything like that. So they're trying to make their dollars as well. What I recommend is that if you're really trying to build up this business credit, I want you to book a consultation. I'm going to give it away now instead of waiting to the end, because you're answering this question. You don't have to go through this whole thing by yourself.
Okay.
Because they can have a free credit consultation with me. You can set up a free business credit, and they're free now. I promise you, they're not going to stay free, because that's an hour-long call that I'm giving you that's tailored towards your business, your industry, what you need specifically. And so that way we can get you all the way to your end goal. So we have free business credit consultation where I'll walk you through everything that you need. And then if you're in our program, we're going to walk you through and hold your hand throughout the entire process. You can't mess it up. You won't have to do any research or anything. We handled it all for you. But to answer your question, Kim, yes, it is dnb.com. So Duns N, the letter N is in Nancy, B.com. So DNB.
Okay. And so if they book this free credit consultation with you, where do they go to book that?
Go to www.manifestmoreconsulting.com. manifestmoreconsulting.com. You can still book that free consultation within the moment as well. If you guys are familiar with me from there as well, it will be the same great service when it comes to that. But definitely head to manifestmoreconsulting.com, because that's where the free ebook is. And I don't want you to miss any information that you can get and resource that you can get from us.
This is such wonderful. Wow. This is some great information that's being shared. And listen, these are tips that we can immediately implement in our different businesses. If you are an entrepreneur and you're looking just for some basic information, this is information that Inacia is sharing with us today, but she's going to deep dive with you if you book that free consultation at manifestmoreconsulting.com. manifestmoreconsulting.com. Right after this commercial break, tell us where we're going to go next, Inacia. What can people expect coming up?
Absolutely. We're going to be talking about just the credit scoring, lenders, suppliers, all that good stuff, and vendors, knowing who can look at your business credit reports and why this is so important.
That's some good stuff coming up, y'all. So we'll be right back after this commercial break. Wow.
Nothing says I love you more than final expense insurance whole life protection. With funeral advocacy nationwide, saving you and your family 30 to 80% off funerals and cremations. Nothing says I love you more than Get Insured Solutions, LLC. GetInsured.Solutions. 704-499-3616.
All right, everyone. Back and listen, if you have not checked with Get Insured and Solutions, you definitely want to reach out to them. I know personally that when a person comes to the end of their lives, we need to have assurance that things are taken care of for the remaining family members. And so this insurance, the way that this works, when you talk with Samantha, you'll find out how you're able to have more funds for your family that's still remaining here on this earth versus having to pay it all out in different places. So make sure you reach out to them. It's nationwide, so definitely give them a call, 704-499-3616, and let her know Kim Jacobs sent you. All right, Inacia, talk to us some more.
Yes. So the reason why you want to build business credit as well is not just about funding, but you have to understand what kind of things you can have access to. Okay. The scores that people see for your business credit are used by credit issuers. So like credit card companies, your banks, lenders, suppliers. So all my t-shirt and branding companies and different things like that, vendors that you have. So you sell other merchandise, the glasses, you go to all these vending opportunities, and people aren't typically, they're spending the money that they make on more
Right.
product when they can be using their business credit to buy as much product as they want to make more money and leverage that as well. I know a
Okay.
lot of, like I said before, there was over 800,000 new companies that were started last year alone. Okay.
Yes.
Almost a million companies were started last year. And a lot of them we know are not leveraging this information. They think it takes time, and it does not take time. Just to share a quick testimony with you guys of why I'm sharing this, I don't care if you're a new entrepreneur or old, is that even people who've been in existence 15 plus years, I see are only getting $400 in credit or $4,000 in credit, which we all know as a business owner does not go far at all.
No.
So you need that 40,000, 400,000, 4 million. And the reason why I can go into the millions is because we literally had taken a client who started his business from scratch. He wanted to get into the real estate world, and we wanted to make sure he was marketing everything the correct way, making sure his fundability foundation was correct. So we helped him build from the LLC, the EIN number, everything. So if
right
to go, we help you with all of that.
there's some good stuff.
Website, everything that he needed. It was no nothing was going to be wrong. Because he used our company at Manifest More Consulting.
Wow.
And what happened 4 months later, new company, 4 months later, this might be somebody else's possible testimony if they booked that free consultation. 4 months later, how much money do you think he had capital access to?
I can't even imagine. I'm sure that's why I'm still tagging people. How many?
$5 million.
Wow.
Now, he didn't have to use all that, but could you imagine the life-changing effects that he can have for him and his family in the real estate game with $5 million?
Yes.
We helped him with his personal credit. We helped him with his business credit. And he is definitely one of In the Moment's clients as well. Taxes. We can do bookkeeping, whatever is necessary to make sure this works. So this is a one-stop shop for our entrepreneurs to take it from a small business to a big business.
This is good. This is good. I don't know if y'all are, I'm excited, and I don't want anybody to miss out on this because there are so many small business owners that I personally know. And I'm like, okay, all of y'all, you got to hear this information because this is stuff. Some people have daycare. Some people have.
And I work with a lot of daycare providers. Real estate agents and daycare providers are like my majority of clients because they're like, listen, I want to buy my own facility. We take it. When I say Manifest More, we're not talking about the client that just wants to stay where they're at. We're talking about we're getting you more, and not just in fundability, but even the network. You get to leverage our network. Our network is huge. When I say leveraging our network, I'm not just talking about your funding, but think about, like you said, daycare providers, right? The early childhood education sector, they are paying 3 times rental expenses and everything like that for their facilities.
Automatically.
Larger facilities so they can get more children. They have their children on wait list because their facility isn't large enough. Well, guess what? Now that I've been able to help so many of those people in that industry, they're able to buy their property. Now they own something. They're not having to pay rent 3 times that as well. But on top of all of that, they have been coming and haven't been able to access anything or using the credit or anything like that. Those clients, I love it because they're out here helping families and everybody else. The parents are going to work, but they can help themselves as well.
Right.
Putting themselves in a situation to be owners.
I'm thrilled with what you're sharing, and this information for those that are just tuning in. Make sure that you go ahead and share this broadcast. We're talking with Anisha Bradshaw, and this woman is dropping some knowledge. She's a credit expert, but the thing that she's doing today is offering a free consultation through a new project that she's recently started. She's already been well established in the moment one-on-one.com. They have a wonderful program and platform to be. So I'm gonna have to take a quick commercial break. Can y'all hear my dog? By chance, can you hear my dog?
I can hear him a little bit, but I don't.
Okay. I want to make sure because I'm like, and I know my family can hear him if I can hear him.
He's trying to get a free consultation.
He's trying to get a free consultation. If I call him, he'll come. Blah blah blah. Okay, so listen. And sure enough, I shouldn't even said nothing about his name or a dog or the word. Okay. Anyway, listen, you want to book a free credit business consultation with her to set everything up from A to Z. And you can do that at manifestmoreconsulting.com. I am going to still take them at some point throughout the broadcast back to inthemoment101.com. So you'll know who you're working with, the organization that she already has been well established. Tell us a little bit more about you, because I want to hear some things. You went from being in dire straits to where you are today. Talk to us.
Yes. So this literally this story is posted on the website at Manifest More Consulting, but I really talk about my transition from Section 8 to commercial real estate. Now, with the Section 8 piece of it, the mindset is, you come from here, you stay there, that's where you just want to stay, lower rent supposedly, depending on what your situation is. But a lot of people think that they have to stay there, and I've been able to help and talk to a lot of people and motivate them to say that that's not the end of it, right? That no one has to control whether how much you're making or whatever the case may be. You can change your zip codes and everything. And it all started with my personal credit. How I got started with this is I used to sell vehicles. Personal credit was an issue. I went into higher education with student loan. Credit was still an issue. But then when it came time for me with having these good jobs and moving from Section 8, I was like, okay, I need to fix and do my own credit. And I went through different credit counseling programs, and literally they just gave me the bare minimum information, right? They didn't really help me to get to the step I was getting to. They didn't send me to the right lenders or realtors. They didn't really know their information, although they called themselves experts and whatever the case may be. And some of these places were being helped by banks and different things like that as well. And I'm like, there has to be more to this. And unfortunately, our school systems do not teach us that. Now, Florida in 2023, they'll be starting that and for that course. But this is something that we needed and I needed. And so God gave me the ability to, I told him, I said, if you're going to need me to do this, Lord, he asked me to start the business. I said, you're going to have to download this information to me. And that's what he did when it came to personal credit. And I've been doing that for years now. Yeah. I love personal credit. It really changes people's zip codes. It helps people get into homes that they've been trying 15, 20 years to get out of renting and owning and being able to pass that down in their family. But I also knew that as a business owner, I wasn't accessing and leveraging the money. I didn't know what was supposed to happen. And so you're speaking with someone from experience that knows the frustration of how do you go about this? Am I doing the right thing? This person says this on TikTok. This person says this on Instagram. YouTube.
Yes.
And so that's when I said, you know what? I'm spending years. This is not me coming out with something new. This is me spending years of dedicating, educating, myself and elevating myself and spending thousands upon thousands of dollars to make sure I'm getting the best information and now bringing it all to the forefront for you guys, because I don't want to just be successful at the top. It gets lonely at the top. I want to bring as many of us to the top with me as well.
That's good. So listen, y'all, we getting pulled to the top today with Inacia Bradshaw as a credit expert that's trying to help us that have businesses and we're entrepreneurs and we need to know kind of what to do. When we come back, Inacia, talk to us about some more steps that business entrepreneurs can take to establish their credit so that they're in the game. Okay, I would like to know how to get in the game. I also want to take a moment to let you all know that tomorrow we have a very special guest that's coming on. Her name is Marcia Raspberry Smith. And you all may know about Dr. Vivian Thomas. He was known for the procedure that helped with the blue baby syndrome that happened and back in his day. Well, this young lady grew up in his house. So even though the world knew him as a leading innovative surgeon, she's going to be here to share her story of just growing up in the house of Dr. Vivian Thomas. So make sure you all tune in tomorrow for that. And then on Friday, I'm not going to have a show at all. And the reason I'm not going to have a show is because we will be preparing to lay my sister to rest, Ruth Jacobs, and she is now in heaven, transitioned to be with the Lord. And I'm, I know her mindset when she transitioned home. She said, Kim, and she told the entire family that I am healed. I don't care what nobody say. I'm healed of cancer. And she has accepted her full healing to go home to be with the Lord, and she's healed forever, in my opinion. And so I'm just honored to be able to celebrate her life on this weekend. So I won't be having a show this Friday. Okay. All right. So right after this commercial break, we're going to come back with Inacia Bradshaw, who's doing a bang up job of teaching us some tricks of the trade to improve our businesses. Here we go.
I'm attorney Kenneth D. Snow, and at the Snow Legal Group, justice is our job.
For more than 20 years, Attorney Snow has been fighting for justice and winning cases in the Carolinas by providing aggressive representation in criminal defense, domestic violence, family law, serious injury, and wrongful death. If you've been injured or lost a loved one in an accident, including tractor trailer or rideshare, you need the Snow Legal Group by your side, fighting for justice and fighting for you. Visit snowlegal.com. Call 704-358-0026 for a free virtual consultation. Located at 6827 Fairview Road, Suite D in South Park.
All right, everybody. So make sure that you know to check out Snow Legal Group. They have some great services for you, and their phone number is 704-358-0026. And regarding my sister, she'll always be remembered here on this earth, and transitioned on March 22nd, 2022. All right. So Inacia, tell us some more tips.
Yes. So I want to talk about what can raise your business credit score. And some of these steps can take time, but the important thing is you want to be patient throughout the process. But great business credit can be built quickly. So I'm not telling you be patient for years. You know, some of these steps that you can take can help you to build it quickly, but it's not immediate. So I like to say that as a caveat, because we think that it's tomorrow. No, some of these things can take, 60 days to show and reflect and everything like that. But in the business world, that can be rather quick as well. So let's start with one of the biggest things you can do to raise your business credit score. Pay on time every time. I know personally you may have not done well with your finances, which is why most people's personal credit has some issues there, but you have to pay on time every time. In fact, what I would tell most people is that you want to pay ahead of time. You want to pay early.
Okay, that's good.
Business credit.
That's good. Okay.
Paying early wouldn't affect your personal as much, to help you get good habits, but paying early will definitely help. And to get the most favorable funding, you have to pay all the bills on time, all your bills on time. Okay. When it comes to your business credit.
That's good.
All right. So basically it's saying, how well does your company pay any outstanding invoices, right? Are you late, or do you, because basically an invoice is extending a line of credit. You get the products, you pay this invoice at this time. Whether you have a cleaning company, you can get those products and then pay it on time. So pay your business bills first, get that done and out the way. So that way your business payment performance can change over time and reflect good payment. The next thing you could do is you want to generate payment experiences. What do I mean by payment experiences? That means that you want to show that you are making orders. You are using these accounts on a consistent basis. You don't want to sit there and be like, all right, I used it once. That's good enough. Most times your credit isn't going to reflect until you've had about 3 of those payments, and then you can get like a payback score and stuff like that as well. So you can't just stop at one. You have to continuously build. So find the vendors that report, and find the vendors that are going to allow you to continually do that. So like you mentioned, for the daycare facilities, oftentimes they're making purchases all the time, which is great, but make sure you're using something that's going to build up your credit, and then you're paying those on time as well. Because it shows that you're using the credit and the financing that they're giving you.
Right.
You have to use it in order for them to want to give you more or show more on there. And it means paying everything back on time and in full every single time if you want to get the best credit score ratings that you can.
This is good, Inacia. Okay.
Yes. Another thing is you want to unleash the power of trade references. What is that? You're like, probably people are like, what are you talking about? It's payment experiences will matter the most if the credit reports to the credit reporting agencies, like I'm saying. Most people think that they're building credit because they're ordering from here and they're ordering from there. Make sure that the vendors you are using are going to report to the credit reporting agencies for businesses. So as if you ask for a trade reference, some are only have subjective information that goes there, but we want to go beyond that number, given the CRAs what they want, the credit reporting agencies what they want. So
Okay,
you get,
stop for a second now, because I have a question.
no problem.
And this is good. This is good. Let's see. Sharice actually is. I wanted to pop your comment up for a second because she said, "Okay, I am taking notes." So I know a lot of you all are making comments. I will pop them up throughout the broadcast, and thank you also for being so engaged. Sharice, I just think this is a great comment to say, "Hey, no matter what's going on here, I'm out taking my notes," so that she can later go back and reference what's being shared on this broadcast today through Anisha. So great job, Sharice, and thank you. My question to you is you're trying to establish with the different trade providing entities what gets reported to the credit bureaus. Do you ask the credit bureaus what they're going to be interested in receiving from these trade lines, or do you ask the trade line companies what they report? Tell us.
You ask the trade line companies what they're reporting and if they report. So it's going to be good for you to establish, and you can go right onto our website at manifestmoreconsulting.com, and you can look at the affiliate to our partner and programs. There's a in the menu bar, there's a.
I'm going to go there right now. Wait a minute.
And if you go there, you see nav.com. You can get everything that's reported on your credit report there. And so that way you know what's being reported from these trade accounts, or if they're even being reported.
Where is it on your site?
So if you go over to the it should say like affiliate links.
Okay, meet the affiliates. Okay.
Yeah, meet the affiliates. Yep.
Okay, and then click here. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna go here because this is a good visual. Hold on, then you can talk through it more.
No problem.
I love visuals.
Like I said, I want to really be there for everybody with these additional affiliate links because we're partnering with these companies for you guys. Okay. So if you go right there to NAV is up there in the moment. Financial services is up there if you haven't done your tax or anything. But NAV is up there and it helps you to get all the credit reporting that you need.
Okay.
So that way you can say, okay, I need to see this. What's going on with my credit report? You should really know this for your business. It's super, super important to go there and get that information. So literally when you're like, how do I go? Where do I go for these things? We're trying to add as many affiliate links for those who haven't had a consultation with us to know where to go. And we'll be adding to more as we go along to make it easier for clients and so many other people. Not only is that, we're going to actually have a page with realtors as well as coming soon, where you can connect with the right realtors who know their stuff. So my business owners who are looking for commercial property, if you don't have a realtor that knows how to check the reference point to say what's going on in your area, how many businesses, how many things are in the like area, looking for the information, then you don't have the right realtor to help you and partner you with that. And we have the right lender, the right realtors to make sure that you can make your dreams come true.
Wow.
So
do you want me to click on this nav or no?
You don't have to click on it, not at all. I just want to have them have a reference point of where to go to. As long as they can get the Manifest More Consultant, I'm giving goodies on every page, including they can request me to speak. You can request me for free seminars. You can request me to speak at an event on several different things. I'm also an evangelist as well. So I've had churches request me to come preach as well.
I bet you can preach over there. I can see you all animated and the hands going. You talk fast. You done had them slain in the spirit in a whole minute, 1 minute.
Listen. So it's a lot of goodies on that website and pages, including those who, are trying to take notes but can't. A lot of this information is going to be in that free ebook that's on the website as well. Literally, it's on the first page. As soon as you go to Manifest More Consultant, you scroll down, you click the free ebook you want, and you can get both. You can also schedule for both personal and business credit. They are free at this moment. Take advantage of it as well, and you are going to get a chance to meet with me. Okay.
I'm excited about this. Go ahead.
I'm excited for you guys. But one thing I want to share with you that is really important as you're moving forward with everything that you do, and it's one of the first things we talk about on funding foundation, is you want to make sure that the credit reporting agencies, the vendors, the trade accounts that you're using, you have to check your business credit reports regularly. So like we talked about the NAV right there, you want to be able to check that report regularly to see if it's any information is incomplete.
Right.
Or missing altogether. Always update your records with the credit reporting agencies when they are changes. So some of these changes may look like there's ownership changes, right? the overall number of employees, right? We don't think about these things that could be messing up, because if I'm going somewhere else and I'm telling them, hey, I got 10 employees, but I have 6, and I didn't update the information, I kind of look like I'm not sharing the right information.
That's
there,
right. You're not right.
What type of business entity, a new address, new locations. There's so many different things that we go missing when I'm working with a client, and I'm like, you're getting denied for this reason. And most people don't know that those are the small reasons that you can get denied, just because the information isn't there.
That's good.
One of the biggest things that I have to share with you guys is that you have to run your company as a financially responsible company. Okay. So this means retaining enough assets to cover your business downturn. That means that when they look at your business finances, one, a lot of times we try to do our taxes, the stuff is not in order. We don't know. I don't care if you're using QuickBooks Self-Employed or you use an Excel sheet, you have to have something. Maybe you book a free credit consultation, free bookkeeping consultation with my business partner Jarday in the moment.
She's awesome too. Awesome.
That as well. You know, and see what it is that you need. But we have to also learn how to budget. We don't know that, but this is something that we talk about when you come through our program. You're going to learn how to budget, because you can't overspend either, because now you have this credit available to you, because this is something that you're going to want to pay back on time. It means not taking on more debt than your company can handle. For instance, the guy got $5 million, but he did not use the $5 million there. Just because we want to get you more than you asked for, in case there's any contingencies or anything that happens, but you want to take on debt that only your company can handle based off of that. Not what you can handle with the money you're bringing in from a 9 to 5 or whatever the case may be, but what the company can handle. Okay. And so chances with that company will go bankrupt within a set period of time, which means that what you don't want is what the statistics give out, which it says that most businesses fail within the first 3 to 5 years. And it's usually because they've taken on more debt than a company can handle, or not having enough capital to keep them going on, because they haven't accessed any capital at all. Correct. You don't want to be on either end of that, because you started this business for a reason, probably to build generational wealth and a legacy. Let's keep it going by running your company financially, being financially responsible. So take the steps to keep your business finances out of the red. That's really, really important. That's
keep your business finances out of the red.
Yes. We don't want to be in the red. You don't want it to be where you owe more than you are bringing in.
Okay. So, isn't there like a set number of years that you can claim a loss or something? And
yes.
I think I learned that from you, actually.
Probably. The number is 3. You can take 3 losses. What I always recommend when it comes to business losses and everything like that is that you don't have to take them consecutively. It doesn't have to be one after another. And I always tell people the first year is probably not when you want to take your loss. You want to save it for when your company is making a lot of money, right? So if you make $5,000, you're probably not going to pay a lot in taxes. So you can just pay the taxes, and it shows that your company is making money. You want to show, if you're going to borrow money from someone, you want to show that your company is making money and not losing money. Okay.
Right.
So for me this year, I took some losses, but I still showed the profit. And that's what our free tax consultations are for as well, within the Moment Financial Services, which you can find still on Manifest More Consultant under the affiliate page. It'll take you right to the tax calendar. But you want to be able to take the losses when you need it. So I'd rather take a loss on a $50,000, a $5 million year than a $5,000 year. I can pay $5,000, whatever the taxes are on that. But if I'm going to take a loss and I only have 3, you want to use them like a lifeline, right?
Yes.
Who wants to be a millionaire? You only had, these 3. You want to use them only when you need them. So be very wise and make sure whoever's doing your taxes, your accounting, your bookkeeping knows this information, because these are the things that can mess you up. I know a lot of entrepreneurs, some of us went into full-time entrepreneurship, which is different than getting a paycheck. And so you go to apply and say, I'm getting a house this year. If you took a loss, you're not getting a house that year. They're going to go off those taxes. So you want to show that your company is making money that year. And if your tax preparer, your accountant isn't answering these questions, you're just handing paperwork to them, they're probably doing you a disservice by not asking what your future goals are in a business. And you should really be working towards your future goals. And so that tax, how you prepare your taxes, is how that is going to affect you moving forward.
That's good, Anisha. And speaking of making sure our business is profitable, let me go ahead and tell y'all a way that y'all can support the Kim Jacobs Show so that we don't have to take a loss this year, okay, coming up. Make sure that you know that you can go and you can support the program and this type of original content that's being shared. This isn't being shared everywhere, y'all. So listen, just like you have PBS and CBN and all these different broadcasting networks, and they heavily depend on community support. Well, that's what the Kim Jacobs Show does. We need community partners that believe in our program. So these are some of the ways that you can support. You can Cash App $ Kim Jacobs Inc., PayPal.me/Kim Jacobs Inc., Venmo at the Kim Jacobs Show, or become a Patreon member and unlock exclusive content that the regular audience does not get access to at patreon.com/the Kim Jacobs Show. And make sure you also subscribe on our YouTube channel. Okay, so listen, we have a lot of studio audience comments. Can we take a moment and just go through and see if you can answer some of those
I would love that.
Okay, let's go all the way back to the top here, because y'all have been pouring these comments and questions in, and we don't want to miss one. Let's see. Well, it's a whole bunch of them. We might have to go back and look at some of them later, but okay, let me put this up while we're scrolling through again. Go to manifestmoreconsulting.com. You can also call 877-234-1406. And you can also follow Anisha Bradshaw on all social media outlets. But Manifest More Consulting is her newest venture. She's also the co-owner of InTheMoment101.com. And you definitely want to stay connected with them there as well. All right, I see you, Clarissa. She said good morning to us all. And Clarissa I know she has a digital design company. I know she does a lot with cryptocurrency and different things. So I may be saying it wrong. She'd be like, Kim, please don't talk about what I do. And I'm misrepresenting. I don't know. But I know it's some phenomenal stuff, and she's a woman on the move. That's what I do know. Okay. My mom is on. She said, good morning and congratulations to both of you on your business ventures. And what she's talking about regarding me, Anisha, is that I am the new managing director in the Charlotte, North Carolina area for eWomen Network. So I am super excited about that. And you can learn more about eWomen Network at eWomenNetwork.com, and you'll check out Charlotte area. And I'm the new managing director there. And I'm excited.
Amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you. I think make sure if you did miss any of today's broadcast that you go back and see the tips that's already been shared, because these are things I know I didn't even know. And I think Anisha broke it down nicely. So make sure you all take a moment and go back and see these very robust tips that have been shared. Okay, let's keep on so we can get a question or so answered here. You were sharing so many tips. I was actually typing all of your tips. Thank you so much for this information, Sharice said. And we went through all of our episode sponsors. Let's see, lots of people I tagged and lots of other people were tagging. So thank you all. Thank you. Okay, Lorenzo said, amen. You were preaching something when you were talking fast. I know that. He's like, amen, amen. So, I don't know what you were saying then, but here's a question. Do you help with grants as well?
That's a great question. So what I will tell you is I never offer something that I cannot be an expert in or haven't found the right person. What I will say out loud is that I am absolutely looking for people who do grants, so that way we have someone on our team who can help with it. I'm really searching effortlessly to find the right people. I don't want someone who knows just enough. I want someone who is the expert in that. So best believe when I do find someone with grants, I will be back on the Kim Jacobs Show just to make the announcement to you all about that. What we do though, to help with grants is that we do offer the bookkeeping services and everything like that. So that way you'll have all your paperwork in order to help you with that and answering the questions you may need to answer in there. But we do not officially absolutely help with the grants or grant findings.
I love it, Lady Thompson said, I love it. Neela Thompson, she said, I love it. Yes, guide us to the top. Guide us to the top. Athena, our sunshine expert here on the Kim Jacobs Show, says, yes, Anisha, I love it. She gives great tips that helps us build our credit up. And just so y'all know, Anisha, you can catch her on some Fridays here when we have our Freestyle Fridays. She'll pop in, or one of her partners will pop in and they will share tips on our Freestyle Friday topics periodically. So make sure you stay connected with her that way as well. So let's see. Cherie said you have, this is when I was talking about my sister. Thank you all for the
Yes, I'm so
condolences.
sorry to hear
I
that.
see all of your condolences. Thank you, Kimberly. And thank you all for your prayers as well. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I need them. And so Ruth is one of 10 children. She's Pastor Jacob's sister. She's my sister-in-law, but she's been my sister since I was 18 years old, literally. So please pray for the entire Jacobs family because it's a lot of them. And she's one of 10 siblings. Okay. I'm taking notes. Yes. It's amazing. Is Amazon a good vendor to use?
Amazon is only a good vendor to use if you have established a line of credit with them. And so just real quick to answer that with lines of credit, you really want to, if you're going to look and do information, look up the different tiers. People are out here trying to build credit fast and they're skipping building the tiers the right way. There's 4 different tiers. You want to build at tier 1, then 2, then 3, then 4 before you go out and do anything crazy. Because if you don't, you'll skip over and you'll be like, all right, they only gave me 4,000. Why is that? Well, that's typically because you did not go in the order in which you were supposed to build your credit. But if you would have built it from tier 1, 2, 3, then 4, instead of $4,000 line of credit, you could have gotten a $400,000 line of credit.
Wow.
So it makes a big difference of doing it in order. So some people who are rushing through, skipping steps, that's not what we do here at Manifest More Consulting, because we do it the right way so you can benefit the most.
Well, this right here kind of sums it up from all the comments. Sharice says, okay, I'm really liking her right here, and I'm going to definitely set up my meeting. Sharice, happy meeting, and make sure that you let her know that the Kim Jacobs Show sent you her way as well. I am so excited about you taking the opportunity to take the next step with Anisha Bradshaw and manifestmoreconsulting.com. I see you, Paula Shea Queen Favre. You know you need to have a session with Anisha if you haven't already done so. Make sure you take a moment to do that. My mom said, Anisha, you are sharing so much good information. My mom's serious. She's like, this is good. Sharice said, I just love it. Kimberly Fowler said, this is good information. And she has a lot of business projects going on too. Take advantage of what she's offering today.
And then the best part about our program in closing, if I had to give a closing statement, is that when I show you and I educate you guys on how to build the business credit that you are going to get, most of my entrepreneurs have 1, 2, 3. I had somebody tell me they had 6 businesses the other day. I show you. How I relate it is to football. I say this to all my clients is that I will never have the ball in my hands. The ball is your business. But what I will do as your coach is I will give you the play-by-play so you can make a touchdown for your business. And what that means to you is that you're going to learn so much information between the fact that I'm giving you information like this on a one-on-one call with your industry, your business, specifically of what you need to do, not just the cookie cutter method. And then on top of that, I give you a recap email, homework that you can do to work on some things. And then you're taking notes as well in the resources that I'm giving you. If you save all the information, you can literally either build business credit for your other businesses simultaneously, or you can go back and take all the information and build it for your other businesses to come. So I'm not trying to get you to have me help you with everything and every single business. If you allow me to help you with this at least one time, you are going to be able to do this over and over and over again. And the best part of having different businesses with different EIN numbers is that that same money that was available to one business can be available to another business completely separate. And that means you have a lot of capital and funding.
Preach, Anisha. Preach, girl. That right there. And actually, speaking of preaching, this is Bishop Amir May. He's on. If you had used a basketball analogy, you might have had him as a consultation right away, because he loves basketball. I think he did some stuff professionally with basketball as well. And he's on, and he said this is powerful. Congratulations to you. Oh, she's probably saying congratulations to me about the eWomen Network thing. Yes, congrats, Kim. I'm so honored to be, and I thank Sandra Yancey and everyone that gave me this opportunity to be a part of the eWomen Network. Okay, lots of comments still coming in. I appreciate them all. We're going to go ahead. Let's see. Sean said, good stuff. I tuned in just in time. I'm good, girl. I'm gonna get my consultation. I'm so glad, Sean, that you tuned in. So grateful to have you. And Sharice tuned in as well. Sean, make sure you take a moment to go back and watch the entire broadcast. You don't want to miss it because it's been some great tips that's been on today. Sharice said, thank you. And let's see. Thompson says, do you help with businesses who are starting from scratch specifically?
I love businesses that are starting from scratch because it's easier, right? Because there's no mistakes that we have to go back and fix. We can just start from the very end. So if you haven't created your name, it's just the idea. That's the place to start, because believe it or not, we have to go back with a company that has already established itself and have to go fix what they are doing, because your name alone could put you in a high risk industry, and then you're getting denied for credit along the way. So just the name alone can mess you up. So I love starting with companies from scratch because it gives us a clean and clear foundation to grow from. And a lot of times they're easier to build the credit a little bit faster as well, because we're doing it with no mistakes there versus going back having to fix mistakes.
Wow. Okay. So you had a great question. Okay. We're going to get ready to, we got to get ready to end because she has.
I know they don't want to end it, but
we have
this
to
is
end.
why we have the free consultations. We can talk as much as we need to, so we can talk and answer all those amazing questions.
Well, another one of our experts, he's a blind man. Him and his wife are both blind, and they are our vision experts here on the Kim Jacobs Show. He says, awesome show, Kim. Ms. Bradshaw, you are a genius. You all have a blessed and wonderful day. Thank you. Michaela, I really hope that you'll come to some of the events that's coming up with eWomen Network. You can go to eWomenNetwork.com and learn more and go right to the Charlotte area. Thank you, Michaela, for being here. And today, I'm always honored to see you. Let's see. Sean says, have you worked with therapists? Okay, that's the last question for the day, but go ahead.
Yes, I've pretty much worked with everybody in different industries, from people wanting to start Airbnbs to therapists, daycare providers, realtors themselves trying to build so they can do things. Literally, you name it, I can work with it. Churches is nonprofit, because we know churches want to have their things as well going on. So you name it, I've probably worked with it as well. Individuals as themselves, people who own publishing companies and authors, different things like that. So I've worked with them all. Again, the free consultations are on manifestmoreconsulting.com. The free ebook is there. The best thing I can tell you, if I can give you any last advice to anything, is tax season. A lot of you guys are getting your taxes. Now's the time to take advantage. That's to right. Flip that money and turn it into getting more capital for your business. Don't just use that money in your business. Use it to get more money and more capital in your business. You book the free consultation with me. I'm going to tell you now that if, as long as you tell me that you're from the Kim Jacobs Show and we're on this consultation, I'm going to give you an exclusive discount as well. So definitely make sure you mention that when you're booking your appointment. You can call us at 877-234-1406 or go straight to www.manifestmoreconsulting so we can help you manifest more.
Oh God. Okay. You can't, that's it, y'all. Okay. We'll just pop them up as we doing the closing video here, but make sure that you also know that today's episode was also sponsored by the Lamb Funeral Home. The owner, they have over 28 years of experience. And Mr. Terry Lamb is eager to serve you. He's a veteran. He knows all of the ins and outs of the veteran benefits. 704-782-3011 or lambfuneral.com. Let them know we sent you their way. And Naisha, we probably got to do special episodes when you come, because this was incredible. Thank you for being here today. I truly appreciate it. And I will see you all tomorrow. Hello, everyone. I'm Kim Jacobs, host of The Kim Jacobs Show, where we're bringing balance to the world, one household at a time. Listen, we go live every weekday, Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I bring guests on that talk about their backstories, things that they've had to overcome to become who they are today. Many of them are balancing and juggling life, and they've become experts in different fields. So they're sharing tips with you to make your life just a little bit easier. Many times as a guest in the studio audience, you'll get a chance to walk away with a missing piece of the puzzle that might be missing in your life. Let's go on this journey together, and I look forward to seeing you Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on The Kim Jacobs Show.